Rode microphone. Now you can hear me. Okay, there we go. Hi, how you doing, my friends? There we go. It's Sunday again. It feels like it's always like a month or something, like in between the streams. It's kind of crazy. Where's the chat? There's the chat. Okay, cool. Who is here? Hi, Zurich. Hi, Eric. Hi, Fluff. Hi, Winston. How are you doing? Hi, Lycon. Hi, strange username. Hi, Mark. Hi, Peachy. Hi, Mutt. Hi, Jesse. Hi, RCB. Hi, Gazak. How are you doing? Forgot this has this own wishlist playing Remnant 2. What? I don't know what that means. Okay. Hi, Nico. Hi, Dimsons. Hi, Thomas. Hi, JIB. I think I already said that. Hi, Murphy. How are you doing? So many people here. That's good. Winston Wolf. There we go. All right. Yeah, lots of people here. Hi, Michael. Hi, Olal. Mark, Leonardo, lots of people. Hi, Dark. How are you doing? Thanks for joining today. So today we're going to play around a little bit with Midjourney, with SDXL. We can compare them. Yeah, just like experimenting, see what we can do. I would love to do a photo bashing sometime soon again, some kind of creative stuff. Also talk more about creative decisions and things like that. Hi, Ricardo. Hi, Chop. Kulcha. Hi, Drax. How are you doing? So recently I had made a little bit less videos than usual because I did a lot of research on the one side for clients, basically, right, on how they can use AI. And then, sorry, let me mute my phone here real quick. And then also on other more creative things I could do on my channel. So hopefully something really cool is coming soon with some very nice corporations, but I still have to see how that works out, how far we can come with that from the content. Yeah, there we go. All right. So today we're gonna play around with some AI ideas, also with a beta model. I have access to, I already forgot the name, 1 second. Let me look this up real quick. What is the model called? Crystal Clear XL, I think. And then I also have some prompt settings here. So the first, like one of the first models being trained on the SDXL model. So we can play around with that. I have not tried it yet because I got the access from the person who trains it like minutes before the stream started. So we can check that out. He might be in here also. I'm not quite sure. So he can answer some questions on how is it different from the SDXL model, stuff like that. And yeah, and we can also try some Midjourney prompts in SDXL. I've seen someone on Twitter do that with some really great results. So we can look into that, right? Okay. New powerful SD1XL model. Who released? Oh, you also released one? Wow. So a lot of people already training it. I have to still look into how to train them. I think Koya already has SDXL support, so it shouldn't be too difficult. I don't know if you can do LoRa's also, or just models. Sorry. Although LoRa's and models are basically the same thing. It's just like a LoRa is a smaller model, basically, that is applied to another model then. Let me have some coffee here. And then, by the way, after this stream, I'm going to do another of my gaming streams, which recently I haven't done too many, but I want to do more again. And I still have some Warzone 2 Battle Pass tokens open that I have to finish. I'm at 73%. So yeah, it's only like 3 days left. Yeah, I want to fill that. So if you want to join me afterwards, there is my live stream here for the gaming live stream afterwards. Is this the correct link? Not that I link you something wrong. Yeah, that is. That's it. That's it. Battle Pass run. Yeah, let's see how far I come today with all of that. Good stuff. Some gaming. Yeah, you see me from another side, basically, screaming at the other players, crying over dying all the time. Yeah. All right, so that's it. Oh wow, there's some stuff going up outside. Okay, let me prepare here a little bit. I think I can show you this part of the chat I had with. It doesn't show the name because I'm in stream mode right now. With the settings here, I think I can show you that. Not the rest of the chat though. So let me switch over here. I think that should be okay. There's no like private stuff in there. Yeah, you can see it right now. That's good. So I asked him about some prompts and settings here. Positive prompt, negative prompt. Positive prompt is very easy. 50 steps, Euler A, CFG scale 7. So we can test that out in Automatic 1111, I suppose. We can also try it out in ComfyUI. Maybe ComfyUI is a better idea because it's basically the same process, but it's a lot faster. So maybe that is the better idea here. Let me close down Automatic 1111 here, and then let me find where we have ComfyUI. Don't be afraid of ComfyUI. If you don't want to touch the nodes, you don't have to. But at the same time, it can offer you faster render times, more flexibility, more ease of use, because you can like connect things in the workflow as you want it. You don't have to go to different tabs and whatnot. Everything is like connected. It looks a little bit scary at the beginning, but it's not that scary. Don't worry about that. So basically, I could put that in here. Let me have a look-see here. So this is the positive prompt. I hope we get no... oh, now I have... I think I have connected... Do I have connected the... Otherwise, I have to pull the model over to the other... into the other folder, because I think I have not set up the links to the different folders yet. There's the negative prompt. I don't know now with the steps here what we would set here. So it's 25, and this is like how much is that? A fifth, right? So from 50 is 10, right? So that means here we would have 50, and then here we would have 40, right? If I'm... Oh, we have to hit enter here too. That might be a good idea to do it like that. Okay, so let's see what we get with this. This is just like the normal SDXL model. Nothing special yet. I'm just testing the prompt here. And this is in, as I said, in SDXL. It's going to be a little bit faster. Hey, thank you very much, Lycon. Thank you for mentioning my dream shape model in one of your last videos. You're welcome, my friend. It's really cool. Really like that model. To answer your question, yes, there are already various SDXL fine-tunes and lowers on CividAI. Okay, cool. So that is good for a video I should do probably tomorrow, testing out some of these models. Let's see what we get here. Oh, look at this. Like the arm is very not so great, but the rest is pretty amazing. This is not the ultra like crystal clear model. This is just the normal SDXL model that we have here. We can actually render another one. I think the second one should go faster. You see here with the green boxes, you can watch the process happening. Always the first time, because of loading the models and such, it takes a little bit longer. But then you can see here, second process. Boom, there we have the second image. Yeah, it could be a little bit better from the composition. The hand is not great again. Interesting. So this is what you get with the normal SDXL model. I have a 4080. The render time here is 15 seconds right now. Because of the additional steps. Let me go back here and actually set this back to the original steps we used. So maybe it isn't really necessary to have that many steps. We have, I don't know, we have Euler here with the schedule normal. Yeah, let's leave it like that. Let's render this again. Let's see what we get here. This should be now very, very fast. So thank you very much again, Lycan, for the support. Really appreciate that very much. There we go. It's pretty much like similar from the quality, I would say. Not as good, maybe. A little bit less, but also, well, let's have a look. The render time is now 9.56 seconds inside of ComfyUI, which is very fast compared to Automatic 1111, what you get there. Philip says, is Stable Diffusion or ComfyUI able to integrate a 3D file into its image generation? In Automatic 1111, yes, you can do that in the sense that not a 3D file yet, which I find very strange that there is not a. Why is there not? Let me go to the big screen here for a second. Why isn't there a 3D input for ControlNet? Right? That is strange. Like not like actual 3D support, but why isn't there a 3D viewer, right? Where I select the perspective, the rotation, and then I say from this rotation on, use that scene or use that character or use that object or create a depth map from this perspective. Why isn't that a thing? I don't understand. Because we have this kind of 3D thing for open pose, but not for the actual scenes, actual objects. That would be super helpful. You could do a lot more in a lot quicker time. But yeah, you can export a JPEG and PNG from your 3D program and then use it, or export a depth map, export a normal map, things like that, and then use it inside of ControlNet as a base. To create a similar perspective, a similar composition, and stuff like that, right? So that is very possible, right? Let me open up the chat here. I should pay attention also more to the chat. 1 second. This is not loading. Oh, now it's loading. Okay, cool. So 1 second. What is the other chats here? There we go. Edwin says, how come your ComfyUI generates immediately? Mine takes a really long time to load the models at the first time, somewhere around 5 to 6 minutes. I have a very fast SSD drive. So if you are very slow at loading, you might be having an HDD, or you might have a slow SSD. So you might want to download a program that tests the speed of your drive, because they are, of course, big models. So if you have to load 2 of them at the same time, it might take some time. I'm not quite sure how fast it reads from my drive, but potentially my drive can read up to 7 gigabytes per second. So yeah, but you have seen in the first render, it took pretty long to load in ComfyUI. Also, of course, if you have an older computer, the rendering takes a lot longer, because I have a 4080 and then I built a system around the 4080 that is pretty fast. So yeah, that of course helps a lot, right? To have that kind of yeah, better hardware to do that, right? This would be nice. I would be interested how my new model would compare against the other models. Okay, I will check that out. I'm like, everybody's asking me for comparison videos about different models. So I really want to do that. I just didn't have the time yet to get into that, right? By the way, while I'm talking here, I could copy over the SDXL model, the new one, the beta, into the ComfyUI folder. When I find it, that is. 1 second. Models. There we go. Where's the new one? This one, beta. Yes. Okay, cool. Because I have not connected the folders yet, as I told you, so there's no sorry, you have to look at my face right now. There we go. Boom, and it's done. Okay, cool. I love it. Okay, let's go back from me to the model. So this is only the where, how do I see it? Maybe I have to reload here. Am I blind right now? Oh, there it is, on the top, right on the top. Okay, I didn't see that. Okay, so let's go here and test the same prompt with the crystal clear model. Let's see, you see here it's loading right now with the green frame. And then we are already rendering down here. You can see, boom, 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 very fast, 20 steps. Here, the last 5 steps, boom. And then we have the decode, and this is the image, which, I mean, I would say looks considerably nicer than before. Wait a second, maybe we can open up this image. Can we open it up in a new tab? Yeah, we can. Okay, cool. 1 second, can I lock down the seed here somewhere? Is it the same seed already? Or does it always create a new seed? So this is the seed we are using right now. Okay. Add noise, control, control after generate randomize. I'm not quite sure what that means. Noise seed 0. Wait, so this ends in 7319. Now if I reload that, 1 second, where's the base model here? Okay, let's load that. Let's click here. Loading, loading, loading. Come on. Boom, there we are. No, we have a different seed now. You can see this? Maybe this is the randomized thing is where we have to fix this. Fixed, yes. Well, I should have thought about that before. So here we have the different. This is again now with the normal base model. Also cool. Now let me render this again with the model with the seed from before. I found it last night. What did you find last night? Does anyone know how to tell ComfyUI to run my models from another folder? Yes. It says so on the website. You have to download a file, or it's already in your folder, which is here. It's called extra model paths YAML. And then you open up the YAML file, and in here you have the checkpoints, configs, VAEs, LoRa's, upscale models, and so on, all this good stuff. And you set the paths here where they are. You save the file, you reload ComfyUI, and then you're loading all of that stuff from these models. Yeah, right. I kind of remember that ComfyUI in the past had here a button where you click and then you can load it directly from a folder. Or do I misremember that and they never had that? I'm not quite sure. Is this the same image? Have we? Let's render this again. Wait. No, this is with the Okay, let's wait a second. Is it? Oh, wait a second. Is something broken? Prompt executed in 0 seconds. That doesn't sound good. So something is probably wrong now. Hey, another donation. Thank you very much. So I have no idea, to be honest. Let's click here, and now it's creating a new, like, I don't know why it does not use the fix. Malcolm says, greetings from Malcolmery. Wow, cool. You have your own country. To Olivio. Wait, maybe I should look in the camera while I'm saying that. Oh, now you can see it. Okay, I have to look over there, kind of. What are you saying? And all the viewers, please include my model Serenity when you are doing your comparison. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I will. I have to write that down somewhere. which I can't. Wait a second. Let me go to the big screen here because I have up here something that you should not see in my notes. I think I have, yes, I have written all of that down. Let me make a new note. So this is Serenity. And then who was the other guy? 1 second. Oh, I can't. White. 1 second. Dream Shaper? Maybe there's also Dream Shaper XL model. I'm not quite sure. Dream Shaper XL. Let's check this out. Serenity XL. So let's see if there are models like that. Okay, cool. Very nice. And welcome, Daniel. Thanks for becoming a member of my YouTube channel. Pretty cool. Because this is you already ran the prompt. Yeah, I ran the prompt, but oh, sorry. But shouldn't it like? Can I not do fixed seed? Fixed seed, not fixed feed. What did I say? I don't remember. Anyways, it's again the same image. I don't know why. So we get always this image now for some reason. So is there something else what the seed is? Am I stupid right now? What's going on here? I made randomized again, so this should give me another image, right? Let's click this again. Oh, wait a second. It again said 0 seconds. Oh, now it's rendering. Yes, now it's rendering. And she became an alcoholic in the meantime. The waiting time was just too long. she had to order a second beer. Just took too long. Okay. Fix before generate. You have to put it fixed before generate. Yes, that's what I did. Convert add noise to input. Convert add noise to input. What? There's only enable and disable. There's no input. I have to admit I don't know what's going on here with the seed. Noise seed. And then if you have this fixed, it should actually use the same one again. And render the same image again, right? So I'm quite like stuck here at the moment. Let's click this again and see what happens. Oh, now it's rendering again. So maybe before the seed wasn't like correct that I copied over. Something was wrong with it. So it's still generating a different image. I have no idea what's going on right now. In the case sampler. But this is the case sampler, no? In the case sampler. What do I have to do here? Schedule and return left. Add noise. I have to enable this or what? Enable add noise? Noise seed? Here? I have to do it here too? Damn. This is the thing with ComfyUI. I don't know it enough right now to know where to put stuff. Let's try it like this. Let's see what we get from this. No. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, now it's generating the same image here. So that's already good. Maybe let's leave this in here and now we switch over to the... Oh, I have to have some air here. I'm melting right now. Sorry. Oh, by the way, I'm on the left side. I'm just seeing this. I'm on the left side of the screen, which probably for today is kind of good. So let's go and do this again. Let's see. Things are happening. It's rendering. I think it's keeping the same seed now. Yeah, that looks good. Aha. Okay, so now we have this new lady here. And of course I forgot to save the other lady beforehand. Ah! Okay, 1 second. Where's the output? Models. No, not models. Output. No. No. There we go. So this is the one. Oh, it's the same one? Am I crazy right now? Let's just pull this in here 1 second. 1 second. Let's pull this in here. So one of them is with the new Aha, yeah, that's kind of, it's not even similar. I mean, it's different models. So this, I think this is the crystal clear model. A nice eyes also, pretty good. And this is with the standard model. I would say the crystal clear model is better, right? It looks clearer. It looks more professional as a photo. This one is also nice, but it looks a little bit more like an actual like render, right? Like an AI image, and this looks more like an actual picture. So that's pretty cool. Interesting. What would you say? Which one do you like better? This one is crystal clear, and this one is the standard one. Huh? I like the crystal clear one better. Okay, good. It's a preview. It's in temp. Base add noise enabled and refine add noise disabled. Base add noise enabled and refine this noise. The clear one is better. Okay, cool. Yeah, this one is the normal one, and this one is the clear one. We can also try some other prompts. Yeah, and this should come out soonish. This is the beta version, so I guess it's coming out soonish. Let's try another prompt here real quick from his Discord. For example, this one. Very nice. Asian model. Style of Che Anacleto. Let's see who that is and what that does. It should be different now. Best quality blurry. Negative prompt. 1 second. There we go. So let's run this. I will just keep the same seed. Let's see if this works or not. Yeah, you see it's already rendering. Boom, boom, boom. Come on. There we go. And then there we go. And then there we go. Ooh. I didn't get that style though. Not sure what I'm doing wrong here. I didn't get this kind of fancy drawing style. That looks really nice. Look at that. Beautiful. Very cool. So I'm not quite sure what I'm doing wrong here. Euler A 7. I mean, it's 50 steps. It's different steps here. In the style of Che Anacleto. Wait a second. What kind of model did I load here? Yeah, this is the Crystal Sharp beta model. Let me set this back here to enable. Let me set this back to randomize here, and then we set this back to 0 as it was before, and then we try it again. Feeling that SD 1.5 is superior to SDXL. It is if you think about using the models from the community, because they are trained on specific styles and specific qualities, but this is not the chop of the base model, because the base model is there so you can train your models on it, right? So the base model, the SDXL model, is not the final product. It's a stepping stone for you to build upon your own products, right? Because the Stability AI company is very much industry and industry oriented. So what they create is tools for industry and for artists, for the creative industry to work better. And of course they want to have their own model. Something is stuck right now. 1 second. So what's going on right now? Disable, add noise, randomized. So why? Oh, it's generating in 3 seconds. No, this was the last one, I guess. Let me see what's happening here. Oh, it is generating. And then, yeah. Took 9.2 seconds. Ah, there we have it. It's still not that kind of style. I'm not quite sure what's going on. So if the creator of the crystal clear model is in the chat, let me know what I'm doing wrong right now, because I'm not getting that super cool graphic style that you're getting here, right? And of course, like one thing, let me go to the big screen again, 1 second. So one thing that's important about it being a stepping stone is that you want to create your own methods, your own models, your own LoRa's who have proprietary technology that other people can't access, that other people can't use, because otherwise it's, what are you going to make money with, right? It's not like it doesn't really make sense, for example, for Disney or other big companies to use public models, and then like if a prompt gets leaked, suddenly everybody can create exactly their new what else, like Star Wars Avatar movie, all kinds of stuff, right? That's not ideal for them. So they want to create their own methods. And this is also like this kind of research about what I'm doing for companies is what kind of process could you develop in the background with the prompt engineering. That's a very big part of that. That's a huge job, by the way. If you're good with prompting, if you understand a lot about model stuff like that, that's your opportunity to get into these industries, because prompt engineering, this kind of research is very important. If you're good at model training, if you're good at LoRa training, if you're good at figuring out different kind of processes with ad detailer, with Roop, with control net, all these kind of things that you can build together, especially in a workflow, especially through an API, especially when it works in the background. All of that is pretty good, right? All of that can be an access for you to get into the industry if you specialize on things and can say, hey, yeah, you want to create this kind of thing for your advertisement? I can help you train the LoRa. I can help you train the model and stuff like that, right? These kind of things. So yeah, there's a lot of ability, possibility, but all of that has to be built on things that you can, like workflows, models, LoRa's, processes that you can build for yourself, because otherwise, how are you going to differentiate from other people out there in the industry, right? So you have to have your own kind of thing that works in the background, because the AI can do everything, right? So if you have the method, you can just copy it. So that's not good. So you want to have the technology that is yours, right? So that's a big difference, even if it's open source, especially because it is open source, right? You need to have this kind of advantage and uniqueness about your product, right? Which is completely normal, right? Absolutely. Like every musician, every photographer, every filmmaker, every, you know what I mean? They all have their like specific processes developed over years on how they create things, right? Musicians have like huge sample libraries they have created themselves, stuff like that. All right, let's go back to the testing here. No resting, always testing. Let's go. Here we have something with the text, so let's see what this can do. I'm still going with the prompts here. Oh, by the way, sorry, I should go into the donation too. Let me quickly put that into my right, into the prompts. Man, I can't talk again. Right. Yes. And if you want consulting from me, of course, you can book me for one-on-one or for training your teams or whatnot, right? So that's also something I'm doing on the site. Yeah, get me into the loop, my friends. All right, what is the donation saying? Let me see. Donation says, ComfyUI caches the result if nothing changes, won't do anything. But why? Because you want to like re-render the same image twice? There shouldn't be a problem, right? I mean, when maybe the seed is changing or something else, right? So if everything is the same, shouldn't automatically 1111 renders it as often as you want, the same image. Dreamshaper XL was the first XL fine-tune, so it exists. Use image to image instead of refiner. But why? Because people like tell me that image to image is not the way to go because it doesn't render a latent. Like what ComfyUI is doing, it's rendering a latent in the refiner, while automatic 1111 is not rendering a latent. Oh, okay. I mean, there's text in there. You can actually read it, so that's pretty cool. Looks different. I don't know why my stuff all looks realistic. Yeah, this is still the beta model here. And we can, I will switch over now to the other model. 1 second, let me render this again. I hope we don't see any nude stuff here. There we go. Wow, she's very slim, very broad shoulders. Pooh. There you see a classic thing with AI where the upper body and the lower body are from different distances or different focal lengths. So it's a smaller body below. Because it's separated by that sign, and the AI doesn't understand what it's doing. It's just creating stuff. So it sees this as two different things, right? Basically, it doesn't connect it, right? Because there's no kind of logic behind that or such. Okay, let's go here to the normal model. Base model, there we go. And then also we're gonna go over to Midjourney. Let me see. What else did the chat say? Sorry, I can't read all of the messages. It's just too many. I'm creative director in a big advertising agency and agency that focuses on AI. We might need talented people in the future, mostly for model training. Awesome. Yeah. If you need some advice and consulting and stuff like that, also hit me up, write me an email, and then we can get started. No problem. Community seeing better results overall by having the base model do 100% steps and then having the refiner image to image in ordinary case sampler with a denoise of 0.3. Interesting. Okay, interesting. But if you do that, if you render it from an image to image, from a pixel image, doesn't that also mean that you can use a SD 1.5 input and then use refine it with the normal model? Isn't that also, wouldn't that also work? By the way, we can actually try that. So this is, wow. So the base model is not as good with the image quality overall, but the text is very good. Although it has two E's, but never mind that. Pretty cool, right? Spelling. The spelling needs work, yes. Hey, another donation. Hey, Denise. Today's donation day. I'll send you a friend request on Discord to explain. Explain what? Oh, okay. But I can't read that during the live stream. Oh. So, yeah, the base model apparently is not great at spelling, but it does some pretty nice letters. So I have to say, that is pretty cool. So thank you also very much for your donation and for your explanation. That is pretty cool. Very nice. Oh, so here we have no sign. By the way, and now we're gonna go in here and I'm gonna switch this over to, let's say, no, maybe not deliberate. Realistic vision. Oh, this is a very old model of realistic vision. Holy shit. I haven't updated that. Let's go with deliberate here. Okay, let's see what this does, if it does anything. Although the base image is way too big, so it should fail catastrophically right now. Let's see what we get with this. Oh shit. That's not good. Let's click again here. It wasn't really nude. It was like too distorted, but let me see. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Let me load here something else. There we go. Let me load another model. Let me see what we get here. Nope. Go away. Devil. Ooh. Ooh, hello. The party. Angel party. Wow. Okay, maybe we should use a different prompt, I guess. All right. But yeah, we can test it. Let's render one more image. Or wait a second, I actually said we're gonna render some Midjourney prompts. Ooh, this one is cute. This one could be a stock image, right? I mean, yeah, the hands are not great and such, but like from the composition, from the like one color background, stuff like that. Hi, Katzman, thank you for becoming a member on my channel. Really appreciate that. Okay, so let me see. What could we do over here with Midjourney, for example? I could use this. So I have created the thumbnail for the video with Midjourney because it's just faster to do that. This is the only reason why I do this. Because otherwise I have to do a lot of testing, as you see, to get some good results. But I need the thumbnails quick, so this is why I do it with Midjourney. Let's see what we get from this. This is also a way to use 1.5 LoRa's. Oh, there we go. Okay, it looks very different. It's not a close-up at all. But it is an explorer in an Arctic environment. It's not really a spacesuit he's wearing, but it's kind of like it's not a no. Okay. Shit. I need to remove some buttons down here so this doesn't show my schedule. Let me remove this. Unpin from taskbar. Okay, there we go. All right. Man. Yeah, pretty cool. Let's click another time. So the Midjourney one is nicer. But Midjourney is also very good at just creating this kind of cinematic stuff. So you would have to do some more explanation on the kind of scene you want to have. I guess some more description. It doesn't like really completely create it from that. It's kind of surprising though, because as you see, if you look at the prompt, it says close up of an explorer in a big spacesuit. Okay, spacesuit is written wrong. Standing in a frozen landscape with dramatic light. That's not really dramatic light, I have to say. Let's go here and fix spacesuit. Spacesuit, dramatic light. Okay, let's try this one more time. And then we're gonna do a little bit of prompt adjustment. So it's not like, how does this other guy probably had way more complex prompts, right? Oh, there we go. Now we have a spacesuit. That looks actually pretty good. And this is, by the way, still the beta. Should we use the beta or should we use the vanilla model? Because you don't have access to the beta right now. So let's go with the base model. 1 second. There we go. When do you think SDXL would get the photorealistic quality? It's very much based on what the community does with their training on CivicAI, right? Like publishing on CivicAI, training on their systems. Yeah. There we go. So this is the base model. Also good, also nice. Nothing bad to say about it. Let me try out with the prompt now. Actually, I think I'm gonna pull the prompt over here. And you see, this is another benefit of ComfyUI, is you can just like set it up any way you want. So if you think, okay, I will keep the rest of the settings, but I want to have my prompt field right next to it, you can just do that. So close up an explorer in a big space, you're standing in a frozen landscape, dramatic light, blue light, sundown, snowstorm, cinematic. No, let's leave it like that and see what we get from this. There we go. Try dramatic photo and dramatic light. Not dramatic light, dramatic photo. Really? Dramatic photo. We can do that. Yes, dramatic photo. In the next one, it does not want to create a snowstorm. Do we have anything in the negative prompt that's kind of like drawing, painting, blurry, 3D, crayon, sketch, graphite, canvas, frame, cartoon, Photoshop, video game, 3D render? Wait, what was the other one we had before here? Let me check this. Oh, by the way, there is a Discord for the Crystal Clear crowd. If you want to be part of that, check out his Discord server, Crystal Clear. If you want to be part of that, you can check this out here. Let me see here for the wrist drawing. No, this seems to be the same one. Okay, so this seems to be the same one. Let's go back here. I guess it's not in there. Close-up of Explorer in a big spacesuit. Staying in a frozen landscape. Let's do it again with the dramatic photo. Oh no! Now this is wrong here. We have to put this in the front, I guess. Dramatic photo. Blue light, sundown, snowstorm, cinematic. This is the new one here. It does not want to create a snowstorm for some reason. It's amazing how much better the SDXL is at placing wings compared to the 1.5 model. Just been trying dragon instead of angel wings, and mostly correct too. Interesting. Okay. By the way, I wonder if we get better results in automatic 1111. So maybe we should switch over for a moment. Let me Let me close this down here, and then we can also use the method of having it image to image render and see what we get from that. And we can also test it with 1.5 model, so that might be also how about putting snowstorm in brackets? Okay, well, I can try that. Give me a second so I can open this up. Actually, let me go to the big screen so we can actually do all of that, my friends. Unit LoRa. Oh, I don't have the offset LoRa. That's a good point also. We will try that. Give me a second here. Yeah, that all looks good. Okay, let me remove this and this. And then I'm going to copy over that other part, if I find it. There we go. This is the positive prompt. Give me 1 second, my friends. And here we have the negative prompt. Okay, now you can look. Boom, there we go. Okay, so we have to switch over here to the SD base model. We have to go here to 1024 by 1024. Actually, we could go with 768 or something like that to have it more wider. Restore face, I'm going to turn off. Let's go here maybe with 25, yeah. And then we can also see the how long it takes for the rendering. This is now with the SDXL base model, right? It's already starting, and it takes 4 seconds. How is it so fast right now? Did they make an update? Did they fix something in the meantime? Let's go with 1024 by 1024. Did they fix it? Eight seconds. It renders in 8 seconds? Really? Holy crap. I mean, there's no snowstorm to be seen. Interesting. Okay. Let's go here for the offset LoRa. Offset LoRa. Set this to 0.3. Let's generate. Let's see what we get with this. Maybe this is making it slow. No, it's not. Where is the snowstorm, though? How? Why do I not get a snowstorm? Okay, let's try this again. Man, I mean, look at the quality. It's pretty good. It's very fast. It's pretty good. It looks nice. I'm very surprised with this. But don't forget, this has not applied the refiner yet. And we haven't switched any models yet. So that has to also go into the time. And then it's going to start to be a pain, right? This looks pretty good. Now let's go over here. We have to send it to image. And now the process starts. That is going to be a pain. So here, 0.3, we have to go with the same resolution. And then we have to go here and load the refiner model, which takes how long? It's already 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds. Holy shit. 15 seconds already. Why is automatic 1111 so slow? It's about 19 seconds just to load the model. Okay, let's do this. Snowstorm works fine. Really? Yeah, so this is why ComfyUI is just better for this kind of process. Is it working at all? Why is this always on? For some reason, suddenly I always have XYZ plot on. I don't know why. There's another thing. Oh yeah, I forgot to remove the LoRa, so now the pain in the ass begins with all this kind of stuff here. Now it's doing it. There we go. Okay, so this is now the refined image. Wait a second. So this is the source image. Look at that. And this is the refined image. That looks a lot better. Does it look better, though, than ComfyUI, what we have created before, or not? Wait a second. I feel like this looks like only the base model, to be honest, now that I see it. You see this? Oh, it doesn't load anymore. Oh, that's great. Give me a second here. I have to find this real quick. There we go. And then we have to go here, and we have to go here, and then we have to find it here. There we go. All right. So this looks a lot like it's only the base model. And then this is the refined version, which looks a lot nicer. I'm very surprised about that. Let me load the base image from ComfyUI in here and see what this does. Because it should pick up on that. Yeah, it does. Of course it does. And then render this through there. Denoise 0.3. Again, we are using 25 steps on Euler A. And then now we have this as the result. So, 1 second. Nope. Yes. So this is what ComfyUI has created as the final output, unless I did something wrong. And this is what Automatic 1111 has done with the refiner, which looks a lot better. Look at that. That is a huge difference. That is a very big difference. Wow. Okay. So you're right. The process is a lot better. I'm surprised. But maybe also I did something wrong while changing all these settings around with the noise and denoise and the fixed seed and whatnot. So maybe I did something wrong. However, now I want to see something else. We're going to switch over here to, let's say, deliberate, which might also be an old model. I don't remember. Version 2. I guess they already have a newer version, but I don't have it on here. Or maybe, wait a second. Because this is photographic, let's go here with the Photon model. There we go, Photon. Okay. So, we are going to go here with 512 by 512. We're going to do a high-res fix 2 times. Yeah, let's leave it like that. It looks good. Let's render this and see what we get from that. Nothing. Because we have the LoRa. 1 second. In this case, we could use the LoRa. There we go. Which should do the same thing. 0.3. Okay, let's do it like this. Oh, wow. Look at this. It's too dark, though. Maybe we leave the LoRa out. It looks pretty cool, but it's very dark. Let's try this at 0.1. 1 second. The new extensions for Automatic 1111 called Fabric, which lets you vote on which images you like and dislike and render new images till you get better results. Interesting. Okay. So there we have something new. Pretty cool. Still no snowstorm for some reason, but by the way, here I can now use the double brackets. Give me a moment here. Let's try this again. No, it doesn't do a snowstorm. Maybe is snowstorm 1 word or 2 words? Snowstorm, maybe make it 1 word. It's not doing a snowstorm. But this is a cool scene, so let's keep this. Okay, so now I'm gonna send this over, and then we're gonna remove the LoRa, and I'm gonna switch over to the refiner model because I want to see what this is doing now. The rest should be okay. It's going to be another 20 seconds. I found the process in Automatic 11 a bit tedious. Yeah, me too. It constantly reloaded the whole model in memory, which makes it very slow. You can actually preload it in the memory, in the RAM, but this is taking more RAM. So if you have enough RAM, you can actually preload it in there if you want to. Try Blizzard. That's a good idea. But first, we're going to try this. I want to see if this is going to be amazing or not. So before I reveal this, let me open this up. So this is 1.5, which for now we have always thought as, wow, this looks so amazing. And now this is with the refiner on a 1.5 image. I want to see this now. This is the new version. I mean, yes, it is a lot more detailed, right? It's an older guy, though. The clothing is a lot nicer. It's more realistic. This is a little more puffy here. Let's go a little bit lower. Also, the snow looks better. So, it's not too bad. Not too bad. It's not like, holy shit, this is the new cheeses of AI rendering. It's more like, it's better, but... So, yeah, but this is, keep in mind, this is rendering a 1.5 image with, like, refining it with the XL refiner. So, not actually what the process is supposed to be, right? Yeah, Blizzard Snowstorm is Germanism. Really? Is Germanism? Okay, interesting. Let me try this. Let's take a Blizzard here. Blizzard. Let's see. Let's see if you're right. Oh, the blizzard already like kills it directly. Why though? I didn't change anything. Oh, I didn't reload the model. Where is it? Man, I need to delete some models here. Photon, there we go. Let me try this one more time, please. And then I want to try something else. I want to try it just with the refiner. There we go. Dramatic slowdown. Ah, yes. Yeah. That's gonna slow it down a lot. So this is, there's no blizzard, there's no snowstorm, no nothing. I don't know why this is not working. Something is off. Okay, so now the different test. Let's go back here to the SDXL. I'm gonna load the refiner and use it inside of the normal rendering as I've shown you in my... we have to remove this now. Oh no! Did my computer crash? What's happening right now? This doesn't look good. What's happening right now? It keeps loading and loading and loading. Okay, something is broken now. Can't even use my mouse anymore. Let me click on this. Let me close this real quick. Okay, let me reopen that. Hopefully that works. Gonna take a little bit, sorry. Not showing in the negative prompt. Also put not snowing in the negative prompt, really. It has to load Xform is back. Your RAM is going to max out. Oh, okay. Close some browser pages. That might be a good idea, yes. Let's close some of this stuff. Let's close some of this stuff. All right, there we go. Is it already loaded? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Can I reload this without losing everything? No. Okay, let's go in here. Let's load this again. Send to image to image. There we go. We are back in business. Okay. Please, refiner, load in under 2 minutes would be appreciated. Let's close this here. And then we set this to, what did I say? 780 by 780? 680 by 680. Restore phase, gonna turn it off. Let's render this. So let's see what we get from this just with the refiner. We get nothing. That's awesome because something is on here, right? Dimension. Aha. 768 by 768. Is this what you need? No, it's not working. 1 second, Euler. This is off. This is okay. This week, let's make this random. A detailer is off. This is off. This is should be off. No, it says enabled here, which is a new error that I'm having. Let's turn this off and on. Let's go here. This is also off. Let's try it again. No, not working. What do you want from me? Size of tensor must be matched the size of the tensor B, not singleton dimension. Oh, I have the LoRa still in here. Ha! That's the way. Okay, let's try it with this kind of resolution. Let's see what we get here. 1 second. There we go. So this is what we get with just the refiner. Let me remind you, just the refiner, no base model. This is why the resolution is lower, because on the normal resolution, the refiner does not create normal images, but I can refine this image now to be a normal image. So if I send it to image without needing to load any kind of stuff up here with the model and removing my prompt and whatnot, I can now go in here, 1024 by 1024. If I can type correctly, there we go. We set this to 0.3 And now, my friends, we click on generate and it's gonna take nothing because it's not working. What's the problem again? Here we have the plot is on again. All right. Magic. Come on, baby. Give me something good. Boom shakalaka. There we have the image. It's not as good as if you have the base model and then you like improve it, but I would say it's still pretty good, right? It's still pretty okay. So that's a method where you save a lot of time. It doesn't create the same images, but it comes pretty close. We can actually try to have a higher resolution and see when it breaks. Let's go with 800 by 800. Let's go resolution by resolution. That is still consistent. Yes, okay. Let's go with 850 by 850. Let's see if it breaks then. No, it's still working. I'm surprised. Okay, it looks a little bit strange, but it's good. Let's go with 900 by 900. It's still one person. It's still one person. Okay, let's go with 950 by 950. Okay, we have some pretty big errors here with the arms. It has 3 arms, so that's not great. Let's try this again. Yeah, no. And now it's breaking. As you can see, now it's breaking. This doesn't work anymore. Let's go back to 900. 900. We could try it with more steps, though. Wait a second. Let me try this real quick. So we take 950 by 950 and up it to, let's say, 40 steps. Dynamic photo is the style of Metro 2033 game. Close up of an explorer in a big spacesuit standing. Oh, okay, yeah, I can try that. Wow, he looks like an alien. But it has fixed it, so not too bad. It looks strange, but it's not too bad. Let me try here with 60 steps instead, and then we're gonna maybe try your prompt. I'm gonna put this into my copy. Nah, this looks strange again. No, he looks strange. Okay, let's go back to 900 by 900. 1 second. This is experimenting with just a refiner, by the way, in case you're wondering what the hell is going on. This is about saving time and being more efficient, even though you're abusing the model and it's not supposed to be used that way. He looks a little bit larger than life, but it has nice details. It's consistent. It doesn't have extra limbs. The hands and legs look good. Okay, let's go to image. The resolution is still the same. 40 steps. Yeah, let's go with that. And then let's see what we get from this. Let's have this refined. In the meantime, let me go over here. And then also click here on the advertisement, my friends. All right, there we go. So this is the input, not the input, but the text to image, what we get just with the refiner, no model switching. And this is what we get with the refiner on top of that, which I would say is pretty amazing, looks pretty good. The guy is certainly a lot bigger than he should be. But other than that, it's a pretty cool image, right? His legs are extra long, but yeah, he's just a pretty big guy. Okay. Let me try your prompt. Maybe we get some pretty cool stuff out of that. Dramatic photo in the style of Metro 2033. Oh, look at this. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Not exactly. Oh, there we have also snowstorm. Hey, look at this. I don't know why it's so stretched, though. So we still could go with a lower resolution. Let's go here with 800 by 800, and we should get a better result that is a little bit more consistent. ControlNet probably fairly soon. Yeah, ControlNet should come soon. Yeah. This looks a lot better. You see? So this has fixed it. It looks pretty amazing. And this is still just a refiner model. We are not using the base model yet. And then we're going to go over here. And now we are using the refiner in 1024 by 1024. So this is upscaling it a little bit and then also refining it, right? And then we are going up to, yeah. And now look at this. So wait 1 second. So this is just a refiner with a lower resolution, so it's not breaking the image. And then this is the refined image. So here, just a refiner, lower resolution, and then refined to the 1024 by 1024 resolution. The eyes are not great, but the rest is amazing, right? So that is pretty cool, and you save a lot of time like that, right? In automatic 1111, because you don't have to switch the model. As soon as they have both model loaded at the same time, you don't have to do this kind of switching back and forward. This is necessary, but for now, I would say it's a lot easier. It saves a lot of time and it's a lot less pain in the ass, right? Try to use base first. I know that you use base first. You have to listen. The ears. You have to use the ears. I'm using it so I don't have to load the models all the time, because that is a pain in the ass, right? The blue eyes, yeah, they're crazy. He looks a little bit like a vampire. Of course, in ComfyUI, you need none of that, because this is simply doing everything in one step. Yeah, so if you want to have it easy, you probably want to use ComfyUI, and if you want to have it a little bit more complex, you want to use Automatic 1111 at the moment. What's the time, by the way? How long am I streaming? An hour? Okay, we have ample time, my friends, ample time. There we go. Yeah, what else? What else should we do? What else should we try for now? You can also send me some other prompts that I should put in here. Prompts in clip drop. Results have been substandard. Huh? It's a lot easier. Yeah, it's a lot easier for now. I would absolutely agree with that. Let's try another one here. You can in-paint the eyes. Yes, you can. Yeah, absolutely. You can in-paint them afterwards. You can also use on the refiner. You can use face restore if you want to. So let's send this over. And now here, I actually should have done it with the other image. Maybe I'm gonna load this back in. 1 second. Let me find this real quick. Let's save this here, and then we're gonna put this in here from the downloads, and then I'm gonna say face restore, and this is gonna fix the eyes. So let's do this again. 1 second. 512 for 512 is too low as a resolution. You're not gonna get a good restore afterwards, or refinement, because the image doesn't have enough information. InvokeAI already has SDXL in the native UI. Do you see this? So this is now with face restore. However, one thing that is the caveat here is, even though the face restore face looks better, it is less quality. So you can see this if I zoom in here a little bit. The SDXL version is a lot crisper, a lot sharper, has a lot more details in them, while the face restore looks better because it fixes the eyes and so on, but the face is blurry. The rest of the image is sharp because it's only fixing the face, but yeah, it's not as good, right? Which is strange. Like, why does the refiner not create good eyes, right? I mean, right now we're using this kind of hacked method here. So yes, this is probably one of the reasons why the eyes don't look so good. But still, it should be better. It should fix eyes even if they are bad here, in my opinion, at least. All right, let's click here again. And then we can also check out a little bit with Midjourney. I mean, Midjourney still, let's be honest, makes way, way better images. The only difference here is you don't have much control over it. That is the big downside. Like, you can create these amazing cinematic things here, cinematic concepts, stuff like that. And you can get really good images, but you don't have any control over that. Very little control over that, right? You can upload an image as a base for a composition. So for example, I can use this now as an input, or any kind of image that I find from the internet. And when I put this in here, and then I use the same prompt as before, this should technically give me a similar composition in all 4 images. Let me put this to the test. And of course, then you can Photobash something in Photoshop, in Affinity Photo, which I would suggest you use more, because it's easier and it's cheaper to use. if you're not like a professional. That's the only difference. I would say if you're going for the professional position, maybe Photoshop is better because it's used everywhere. It's the industry standard, so people kind of expect from you that you know how to use Photoshop in different companies, agencies, production studios. But otherwise, Affinity Photo is just way, way easier to use. So let's see. This has at least a similar, more similar composition, let's say it like that, right? It's not in all images though, which is a little bit surprising, but you can put a higher weight on the image. We can also try that. Give me a second here. So let's try this here. Yeah, I'm kind of like, 1 second. W2. Okay, let's have this with a bigger weight. You've been using Pika Labs. Yes, I've tried that out a little bit. I will do more with that in the future. I've created one video which is surprisingly good, and one of the things I want to, no, I'm not going to talk about what I'm going to do in the future because yeah, it's not good to do that, because then you have the expectation I'm doing it and then maybe I come up with some other ideas in the meantime, or you know, things happen in life, so the video never comes out and you're disappointed. So not going to talk about that. All right, here we have some other stuff. You can see we have a little bit more of that kind of composition in here, so these are more similar. So that means you can do composition stuff a little bit with not as much as with Automatic 1111, but yeah, you can do that, right? Also with the color style and stuff like that, you can probably get inspired by that, right? So yeah, that's pretty good, especially if you know a little bit about, like, I mean, photobashing is not that hard, right? You just like club together a bunch of scenes here and then you're good, especially for AI, right? We could do that real quick, right? Let me find here, let me open up Automatic 11, sorry, Affinity Photo. Let's see, give me a moment here. Let me switch this over here real quick. There we go. Okay, 1 second. Oh no, I clicked on the wrong thing. Give me 1 moment. And then let me go over here. Let's go maybe with pixels. Go back here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Arctic. Let's go Arctic. Oh, yeah, we could do something like this. Let's go with this here. We don't even need a good quality. Let's go here, new from clipboard. Yes, okay, cool. Then we go with this guy here, copy this over, put that guy in here. 1 second, like this. Maybe make him a little bit bigger. Actually, now that I'm seeing this, let me put this like so. And then I'm gonna put the other image in here. That makes a lot more sense. There we go. You see, this is all very fast. Easy peasy, as they say. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. There we go. Let's select the dude here. Real quick. We can also do it in other methods. This is the selection brush in Affinity Photo, which is very easy. Of course, in Photoshop you have AI-based selection, which is only 1 click, so it's even easier. So yeah, today things are very easy to do. Where's the subtract? Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm not gonna do this perfect. I'm gonna do it only a little bit. Let's make a mask around that guy, and then maybe color adjust him a little bit so just the AI is not too confused what's going on here. Let me see. What do we get here? Push this up a little bit, push this down a little bit. How about that? That is not exactly what I want to have, but I think I should do this differently because I'm not quite sure. Yeah, this is bullshit what I'm doing right now. 1 second, let me copy this, and then we're gonna blur this. Average blur. And now we're gonna put this on top of the guy. And we're gonna go here with soft light. Oh, sorry, that was the wrong folder. New soft light, 1 second. Soft light, there we go. Hello? That's better. Okay, and then still we need to do some adjustment here. It's not perfect, but never mind. Let's go with this. Okay, so let's see. Gonna export this. When you say you want to have this kind of composition, nope, we already have that. Let's just put some other name here. And then I'm gonna push this in here, upload from here. So now we should be oh, now we go. Now we're good. Okay. Copy image link. Let's try this real quick here, like this. And then we're gonna use the same prompt as before, but we're gonna put, instead of blue light, spacesuit standing in front of frozen dramatic light, aurora, and then we're gonna put a V2. Okay, let's see what we get from this. All right, let me have a look at the chat while this is space onesie, space onesie. I want a space onesie. That sounds good. Ciao, Olivio, sorry, I've bumped here. I'm late, but what's the LoRa in SDXL1 used for the ComfyUI? It's just a base model, and then for Stability AI. When applied, it will extend the image contrast. Yes. Right. To give you a bigger, like, dynamic range in there. There we go. Please be green. Do I have blue light in there? Close-up explorer, standing in frozen landscape, dramatic light, aurora? No, it's okay. But like I said, this is not as good as if you would do the same thing with Stable Diffusion, which is, of course, one of the downsides here. So with Stable Diffusion, you would have a bigger opportunity here. By the way, let me try this out while we are waiting here. I'm going to put this image. I want to see if this works or not. Let me put this image in here. And then we're gonna, this is a higher resolution. Let's leave it anyways. I need the same prompt though, 1 second. Let me get the prompt here. Put this in here. And then I want to see what happens now. This is with the refiner on. Let's see if we get some, probably have to have the denoise bigger. Let's see what this is doing. I'm so curious now to see if this is completely bad or maybe it works. He has some snowflakes on his... What the hell is this? I mean, it looks cool. Why does he have snowflakes like stitched onto his jacket? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so this is not how you're supposed to use that. Let me set this to 0.5. Today we're doing some crazy stuff here. Let's see what Midjourney has created. I mean, it is inspired by that, right? There's the guy, we have an aurora in the background. It looks pretty cool. This guy looks a little bit like he's not having a good time. The faces are not so great. I don't know why it's not a close-up, but maybe I have to write that into the prompt. But other than that, I mean, you do see some inspiration from the image we have used as an input. But that, you see, this is the downside of Midjourney. It's just not built for that kind of thing, right? The weird fashion eye comes up with... Yeah, that's true. Oh, there we go. Look at that. So now this is with the SDXL refiner with a denoise of 0.5, which is pretty high and means it can create its own image content. And I would say there, it's actually pretty good as a combination, right? Just as like an impression of how you might want it to look, right? And let's copy this over real quick here to this one. you can also see that the background indeed has changed. It's not like the complete same thing. You see, the aurora has become very different. The mountains in the background have become very different. So that's kind of cool. That's actually not too bad, right? And it has improved it from being a bad like photo bashing to something that is more consistent from the colors. The elements are not great. Like, he looks like he's wearing a fluffy cap instead of this kind of jacket. Although he also has a fluffy cap, to be honest. So, but I'm positively surprised. Although this guy has a backpack and such, so all of these elements look better here. But I would say that was a very, like, positive result, basically, right? We could actually try it with a lower denoise setting. Maybe let's go with 0.4 here instead of 0.5 and see what we get from that. Press your thumbs up. Oh yes, press some thumbs up, my friends. That would be good. Dreamshaper SDXL model is great. I don't know if I can download it right now. Should we try to download that in the meantime? We can try that. Oh, look at this. He has a little bit of the backpack on also. I like that. That's pretty cool. We could actually do some more photo bashing right now. How about that? Because I was looking for that anyways, to do some photo bashing. Let's go here with 0.35. What else can we do? Some cool stuff here. Wait, let me go to Google. Google. Not Goodreads, Google. Is anybody using Goodreads here? What are you reading? Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Any nasty stuff? No. No. You didn't catch me. Okay. Alien Planet. There we go. There we go. Alien Planet. Ooh. Unreal Engine Alien Planet. All right. Look at this. Free pick. We're gonna steal this. We are gonna steal this, baby. There we go. Because it's just a test. Oi! There we go. Okay, maybe make this guy here a little bit smaller in this image. He's a little bit too big. And then I'm gonna copy this again. Boop! And then we're gonna blur this again. Now come. Boop! There we go. And then we're gonna put this to soft light, and I put this up here, and I put this and set it to off. And then we're gonna do some adjustment here again. Yeah, that looks good. All right, look at this. I need to make it a little bit bigger for you. We have all these kind of free pick things in here. So this is from free pick, and I think as long as you show the name with free pick, it's actually legal to use that stuff. And I'm not doing anything with the stuff. I'm just showing you. So it's also fair use because it's education now. There we go. Showing you the secret hacks. There we go. Standing in a standing. Okay, standing on a alien planet with. How do you call that? Standing on an alien planet with violet light. I'm not sure if we even need a prompt at this stage because it's just refining. I'm using a 4080. This is why this is so quick. There we go. Whoa. Whoa. Look at this. Boom shakalaka. There we have it. He even has like a little bit of a space helmet here. Look at this. Wow. You can do some pretty cool stuff, huh? Look at how the... Well, this hasn't changed so much. It has removed all of the watermarks. That's good. Let's go here to 0.4 again. Let me see what we get from that. Let me open this up in a new tab. So that looks pretty amazing. It's only using the refiner with image to image and some photo bashing. So another hack, my friends. Pretty cool. I love to find these workarounds, these kind of processes where you kind of can do some, oh, this is good. I like this one. Look at that. Look at this image. Wow, that is a good one. It's that the planet in the background is still very, very similar to the original. But that is pretty cool. It has like very nicely integrated. Woo! Very good, very good. Okay, pretty cool. That is nice. He has some kind of like space weapon here. I don't know what that is, but I like the helmet and stuff. This looks like he has a little bit of a breathing mask he pushed up there. That is pretty cool. You need a Matt Damon, Laura. Just hacking the refiner. Yeah, there we go. Hacking. Wow, this is amazing. I'm really happy with this result. I'm really happy. All right, we can do some more stuff like that. How about this? How about this one here? Discovery channel. Oh, we got some funky stuff down here. But this looks like, oh, this is from Wekcheesy. They have a very strange name for their company, but that is also a very good site at the same time. And they have photo and video and all kinds of cool stuff. If you need some good stuff, this is a good source here. This is a pro image though, and they make it really hard for downloading. So we're not going to use that right now. This one is pretty cool though. Oh, this is from Adobe stock. Yeah, why not? Let's try this. Copy image. No, not save. Just copy. Copy is enough for today. There we go. Let's go. Boom. Okay. Photobashing. Which none of the artists can protest against this because they are doing the exact same thing. Because this is what photobashing is. You go to Google search and then you just bash the crap out of all the stuff you're finding. So nobody can complain and say, oh no, because this is exactly how the art world is doing it. All right, there we go. Boom, export. And I'm not going to adjust this right now because it's very similar from the light situation, but we're gonna adjust the prompt a little bit. Man, I'm loving this right now. Okay, alien planet. Horizon with an alien planet in the sky. I want to see how that looks. Let's see. Boom. Bashful photos. I mean, photo bashing, this kind of photo bashing is just for creating concepts, right? This is not for creating the final product. This is probably important to point that out. This is just for doing stuff while you are in the planning phase of your new whatever gaming project, movie, video, whatnot, right? This is why it's okay to just use all these kind of resources, because you don't create a final product. It would be a little bit strange if you use this and you have this as an output which looks super similar. So that is not a good idea. But for the testing phase, no problem. Nobody cares about that. Yeah, this also looks pretty good. Wow, I like it. Like the helmet looks a little bit like crap. I would be happy. Maybe we have to put this in here. Wearing a space helmet. And then we're also going to look into what Midjourney is going to do with this, because we haven't looked at that for quite some time. Let's go here, imagine, and then we're going to use this as the input, copy link, and then we're going to go like this, and then we're going to go like image weight. Let's go with 3 here, so it's maybe a little bit stronger. Must be between You know, one thing I would like, maybe this is a limitation of Discord, but why can't you just show me a warning without taking away the prompt? Because now I have to do, like, you have to go in here and copy it over and find the part again. Why not just warn me with a pop-up and then let me change the text right there? Okay, there we go. Oh, my voice, my friends. Oh, but I'm having fun today. I hope you're having a good time, because this is like really nice. I'm really happy. Oh, look at this. Now he has more of a space helmet. Still not great, It could be better, but I'm really happy with what we get with this kind of refiner photo bashing. That might be a new video, by the way. The refiner photo bashing. I think I should figure that out a little bit more on how to get even better results. Maybe also the high resolution is a little bit of a problem here. Although it should work. What do you think? Let's go here with 0.5 and see if we get maybe a better result. I'm working on it right now. Have you had a line a line artifact in the original image, and now you get lens flares in the generation? Oh yeah, there's a line artifact. Yes. Oh, this one is good. Look at that. Wow. Holy shit. That is a good one. Look at this. The face is amazing. The helmet is really cool. He's wearing a spacesuit. The landscape changed. The planet is a little bit egg-shaped though. That is not 100% there, but the rest is like really good. Wow. That is pretty cool, right? The Egg Planet. This is where Eggman is coming from. Now you know. The homeworld of Eggman. Should we maybe say around Alien Planet? Let's try this again. But this I'm happy with this. This is like really good. This is very good. With MJ, but you get different style results. The planet is more. Okay. My message from 45 minutes ago. you better. Oh, okay. This didn't work at all. Why doesn't what? What's going on right now? Let's try this again. One more time. The guy turned into a planet instead of. Oh wait. Oh. No, he's turning into a planet. I mean, it looks cool. It looks pretty amazing. The guy completely changes into a planet. This is like his shoulders have become rock. Alright, so this completely did not work now. Let's try it again without the round planet. No, now he's just planet. It's completely. Oh, we have here spacesuit of an explorer. Let's do this. Explorer in a spacesuit. Yeah, it's doing some crazy things right now because of the denoise, which is very, very high right now. Too high. I guess it's too high. Let's go here and go with 0.45. I mean, the results are pretty, like, creative, I would say, but not exactly what we need. Oh, the Explorer is now here on the side. Interesting. VRAM. Use 8 GB VRAM just from startup. SD 1.5 models use around 3 GB. Yeah, because they are smaller, right? I mean, you have like, I think 10 times the amount of parameters in there compared to what you have in SD 1.5, right? Okay, let's see. Oh. So this, as you know, is our input, what we have created. This is what Midjourney has created, which is also nice. Completely different composition though, but I have to say, not too bad, not too shabby. Some of them are pretty creative. It does have the watermarks in there. I don't like that. So I would have expected this to be removed, but here we don't have that. The helmet design looks amazing with these kind of displays, kind of inspired by the Vision Pro. Yeah, pretty nice. And this is the last image with this really big planet in the background. The composition is flipped, but it's pretty cool still. It has some very, very nice elements. And I like the SDXL Photobashing results better, I have to say. But here, for example, for the clothing, you have more consistency with the spacesuit. Although I don't like the background, I have to say that. The background feels a little bit wishy-washy. You know what I mean? Some of the comments have said, I don't think it's possible yet. What is not possible? SD is just way more capable. Oh, capable in general. Yes, if you need control, you can forget Midjourney. Midjourney is more for creating nice images, but you can do some amazing things with Midjourney. If you need some quick ideas and stuff like that, and you need some really good output at the same time, you can do some really, really good stuff with Midjourney, right? Okay, let's go back here. Oh yeah, we have already seen this, but that is like, the quality is just amazing. I love this. I mean, the details in the clothing and stuff are not so great, but this is like, remember, we're doing photobashing right now. So yeah. Actually, while I'm talking about that, let me get here an astronaut, and we are using actual astronaut in here. Hey, this one is even, should we use this one? Let me find one that's cool. He's peeing. What the hell? Okay. This one is already like removed from the background, so maybe we use this. But I guess this is just a JPEG. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. No, it's a PNG, but it has the background in it. Let's go here real quick. Is it free download? Join for free? No, we're not going to join anything. Okay, we're going to use this historic image here. Let me copy this over. Copy. Copy, popey. There we go. All right, 1 second. Let me... What just happened? Oh, okay. Let me select this guy here real quick. 1 moment. Rasterize, and then we're gonna do here the little selection thing. This is taking way too much. Not great. Maybe we should turn it by hand. 1 second. Oh, it's taking more. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's... Ah, I'm in the negative mode. Shit. Okay, 1 second. Once again, let's go up here. And then go over here, no. And then go down here, and down here, and down here, and up here. Okay, and then the face. And then we have to reduce this, and we have to reduce this. Make this a little bit smaller. Go in here. Go in here, yes. And then go in here. Looks good. Let me see. It's okay. There's a little bit too much here. Never mind, we're gonna not use that anyways. Yes, there we have it. Okay. So let me put this up here. I'm gonna drag this out here. And I'm gonna drag this out here. And then we're gonna turn him off. And we're gonna take this guy here. 1 second, I'm almost done. We're gonna put him here. And I'm gonna put this onto him. No, didn't work. Now it works. And this also. Meh, it's good enough. Let's export this. So now we have an actual astronaut spacesuit. And now we're gonna test this again. There we go. In a government agency. Yeah, you know, one of my jobs is to be part of the Illuminati, creating all these kind of fake moon landings, my friends, coming up in the next months. No, when is happening? Next year? Something next year? Building a base on the moon? Okay, this guy is kind of split in half for some reason, but it looks cool. So we're gonna set this a little bit lower here. Go with 3.8. Oh man, I'm melting here. There we go. Look at that. This is how you impress your boss with some amazing digital art that you photobash in 5 seconds. Boom shakalaka. I mean, it's not too bad, right? The hand is kind of pooped, but it's for an AI image, it's pretty cool with all of the kind of things in there. I don't know why the higher denoise created worse of an image now, but it's a good start. And it looks nicer. You see the quality is also better here from the details rather than from the original version, which is very pixelated. Of course, the flag here is better and stuff like that, but it's still not bad. The only thing I don't like about this is why is the planet so egg-shaped? Why can't it be round for a planet? With a... Oh, it says in, on, standing? What? Okay, wait. My text is completely Trash. Standing. Alien landscape with a... Oh god, it's so hot. And I even have the fan on. Horizon. Oh, okay, this is double here. Standing in alien landscape. Horizon with the alien with a round alien planet in the background. Let's try this again and see if it's much better. I tried standalone ComfyUI. Download first if you're on Windows. It seems to be far less fiddly to get it working. Yeah, ComfyUI is like, it's easy to install. It's a little bit harder to use because of all the different nodes you have. But the amazing thing is with ComfyUI, you can do absolutely mind-blowing things afterwards with it. And when you go to the examples page, this is not the examples page. This is the examples page. You will find some very, very cool examples in there, right? For example, let me see, area composition, this one here. This is an area composition, which means that you have different latent images with the universe, with the sunset, with the landscape. You see here, this build looks very scary, but don't worry about that. It's easy to figure out. And then this is rendering these different latent images as the noise separately, and then putting everything together as the prepared noise for a bigger image with this prepared. And that is something that is really, really amazing. You can see you can do really cool things. And all of these images still have very nice quality and high details in them. You can also put characters on top of backgrounds where, again, the character is rendered as a latent image, not with the full step amount, and the background is also rendered as a latent image, not with the full step amount, and then the rest of the steps are rendered with these two noise types merged on top of each other. And that can give you some magical results, as you can see here, highly detailed and at the same time very complex from the composition. So you can do some ridiculously amazing stuff. But you have to put in a little bit more effort. But again, let me go to the big screen. Preacher mode, my friends. If you want to have a job in the industry, or if you want to do something that's worthwhile, that people are paying money for, of course you need to invest some time. It's going to be more complex because the further your process is removed from what everybody else can do, the less likely it is for other people to copy you, right? So this is the existence of a business is based on how far ahead or how differentiated are they from other people, right? This includes a lot of different stuff. The proprietary tech that you have, the workflow that you have developed, of course, the customer base, stuff like that, the production process, marketing, the sales process, everything you've figured out for yourself. It is really hard to copy all of that. If you just put a prompt into Midjourney and everybody can do the same prompt and get a similar result, your result is not really worth that much at that point because it's easy to copy you. But if you have a really complex process, because you figured all that out and you built some amazing stuff, you trained your own model, you have figured out your workflow, maybe you've also figured out afterwards how to adjust the images to make them look even better, or some other hacks, as I'm showing you right now, all these kind of crazy hacks you can do. You have a work process that nobody else can copy easily because it includes many, many steps that you know nobody else knows. And this is why you can then say, hey, I cost, I don't know, between $120 an hour and $500 an hour, depending on where you work, what you do, to work as a freelance from the outside, right? There's a lot of money in that, but you need to have the skill. If your only skill is to say, I can do Midjourney prompts, everybody can do Midjourney prompts. You can copy that from the starting page. It's for free. That's not so good, right? So think about that. Like, the more skill you have, the more money it's worth, because less people can do it. It's always this kind of equation. Worth comes from scarcity. If you're the only one who can do something, you get paid the most, right? Easy. Okay, let's go back. And it's not like any of that stuff is hard to do. It's just you have to invest some time to figure it out, but it's not hard. there's like so many discords out there. There's so many groups out there. There's so many blueprints out there. Like if you spend a couple of weeks sitting down, figuring out the best process, focusing on something you want to create, and then you can sell that process, consult people, stuff like that. You can make a good living from that, right? This is right now is a very good moment to break into the industry and do some pretty cool stuff, right? At that moment. All right, there we go. Yeah. Okay, it's probably a little bit more difficult for you. Sorry, let's go back to the big screen. It's probably a little bit more difficult for you if you have no business experience and no freelance experience at all, because you don't know how the business works or what you can sell or what they want to hear if you talk to them. But still, if they see good quality, if they have something if they need something you have, you still have a foot in the door, and that is already a good start. And don't, especially if it's in the business, if you sell to businesses, if you consult businesses, don't undersell yourself. Don't go with a normal, hourly rate, right? So if you would think my company pays me, let's say, $30 per hour, you can't ask that as a freelance. You go with, let's say, 100, 150, something like that. The reason for that is, first of all, you invest a lot more time that is not paid, because all the research you do in your private time, this is not paid by the companies. You do that to be able to sell something to the companies, but this time has to be paid somehow. So this is paid in the amount that you ask for these hours, right? And then, of course, they don't pay you for vacation, for sick days, for you don't get any bonuses or any kind of stuff like that, which employees get, at least in Europe, maybe not in the USA. So on top of that, you have to also calculate that. And the work material, the software, the hardware, all the kind of stuff you need, all of that is in the price. This is why it's so expensive, and then an employee is less expensive because also they are always around, right? So there's a different kind of thing going on, right? Yeah, this kind of thing. And of course, also employees get a lot of stuff from their employer, which they usually don't see as a benefit, but only because they don't know how it is to work on your own, right? Like, for example, if you go, like if you tell an employee, yeah, but they give you a computer to work on and a room to sit on and a table to put your computer on and stuff like that, they say, yeah, of course, because it's an office, I need the office to work. But someone has to pay for that office. Someone has to buy the computer and the software. Your employee is doing this, right? For me, I have to do this myself. If I buy a computer, it's cost $5,000. I have to spend $5,000. It's not going to be free for me, but it's free for you. And this is what you have basically on top of your income, is you don't have these expenses. And this is why I have to ask a lot more, because I have these expenses, right? And someone has to pay for them. It's not going to be me, because I'm doing this for my customers. So it's for them, so they have to pay for it. Makes sense, right? So this is why it's a lot more expensive. So don't ask an employee rate, ask a freelance rate, right? It's just like an advice. All right, healthcare also, yes, retirement, the taxes, the VAT, all this kind of stuff, you have to ask for that, right? You have to pay your lawyers and your tax accountant, whatnot. The company is usually doing that for you, right? They have a marketing team, they have a legal department, they have a tax accountant, whatnot. You know, this is all what you get as an employee. Most people don't understand that this is what you get for free when you work for a company. If you're self-employed, you have to pay that. This is why your rate is way higher than when you are employed. Okay, anyways. There we go. Which does not mean, by the way, just the last sentence, does not mean that you earn a lot more, because you have a lot more to pay at the same time. Okay. Anyways. Okay. Although, of course, as a self-employed person, you have the potential to earn way, way more, because the only limit to your income is how much you're willing to work and how good you're willing to network with other people. This is the only limit. So you can decide basically how much you want to earn and how much you want to work. This is the big difference. If you're in a company, if you do something amazing in a company, you still earn the same money. If I do something amazing, I earn a lot more money because, well, the customers pay me for that, right? Anyways, let's go. That was a little bit of a side note on how to use all of this to break into the industry. What are we going to do? Are we going to do anything more? By the way, we're almost at 2 hours. Let's do a little bit more, right? Reactor is awesome, no doubt. Reactor? Are we talking about music software right now? What? Sorry, I should look at the. Should I go and read some? Should I go and read some comments, or should we go on with some AI stuff here? I think we have covered a lot of stuff today. With Midjourney, with SDXL, with hacking SDXL into different kind of modes. So I could answer some comments from the chat. How about that? Is that a good idea? Or should we go on? I mean, I would kind of quit in like 20 minutes or something like that. How about that? Why are we talking about music right now? What's going on right now? When is your next stream? My stream is always on Sundays. Right? At least it should be always on Sundays. Right. Okay. I don't know. We could do. Let's do some comments. Or is that like what is your impression? Should we do some more? We can do some more thing here. By the way, I want to show you something on Midjourney you should absolutely try out, because right now I'm preparing a project. I'm doing some research with Midjourney, which is pretty amazing. So let me think about what are we gonna do here. Okay, I'm gonna do a prompt here real quick. 1 second. We are gonna say riot in a apocalyptic. No, this is maybe not elliptic. No, wait. Spaceship. Wait. Let me try this. Spaceship landing in a modern sci-fi city. Okay, we're gonna do this first, and then I'm going to do variations with that. I want to show you a little bit on how to prototype with this kind of thing. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but in the meantime I can enter some other oh, it's already rendering. That's good. Okay, so I'm also gonna write the same thing, but then at the end, or maybe at the beginning, I'm gonna write street level view. Okay, and then in the next one, I'm gonna write drone shot like this. Okay, so let's see. Is it possible to use ControlNet with SDXL? Not yet. Yeah, they still have to do some stuff. I think you can you already use it on the stability page themselves? Do they already have that or not? There's a new extension for Automatic 11 now that adds the refiner stage to image generation. Oh, cool. What is the name of that extension? What is it called? In ComfyUI. ControlNet is available in ComfyUI. A detailer, I don't know, but there is a lot of community nodes, so I'm pretty sure it is available. I'm very certain about that, even though I can't tell it with complete certainty. It's just called Refiner. Okay, I will check that out. This is also a good idea for a new video. So, drone shot. Oh, wait a second. And then we are also gonna do the same prompt. Woman looking out of a window onto a spaceship landing. Okay, so here are some things you can do. For example, here we have the original prompt, which is a spaceship landing in a modern sci-fi city. So you have your different scenes. Now, the thing is, of course, Midjourney is always creating random kind of images, so you don't get consistency, but you get a composition. You can come up with some style. So this, for example, is pretty nice. You have the city in the foreground. It's also always good to learn a little bit about composition and what things are created through composition, right? So for example, in this case, we have the city in the background, but then also we have this kind of landscape in the foreground that gives us a relation of the spatial dimension that is going on. And then in the foreground, closer to us, we have the spaceship. Now the benefit here is also that the spaceship has a different color to the background and to the ground back there with trees, so that it stands out more. So it's good to understand a little bit about composition, color, different kind of values and stuff that you're using to create interesting scenes, which is also something you can get into right now to learn that. It's not too hard to learn. There's a lot of videos, a lot of materials out there, and there's not too many rules to be learned about that, to be honest. The only thing you need is some kind of experience. The experience is harder to get. The rules are not as complex. Okay, so this is a good like random shot. Now next we have the street level view. Wait, these are not the individual. So here we have the same thing. Now what is missing here is the spaceship. So that's not exactly good. I would love to have the spaceship in here. So for some reason this was not included. But now as you can see here, we have some street level scenes of that. So that is also good. So to have different perspectives if you want to plan something for a game, for a movie, for stuff like that. You can see that Midjourney can create different scenes. And then afterwards you can maybe match them up to say, okay, this would fit to that kind of other scene that we have seen before. Maybe, for example, this city here with a similar color scheme could be fitting to this kind of, wait a second, to this kind of street level here, right? So it's kind of, you can fake it a little bit that you're creating something in a similar style, right? And then next we have here the drone shots. Okay, here we have the drone shot. Not a good relation here to the size of the spaceship because it could be small, it could be the size of the city. It's a bit hard to see, but what you can see here is that we are seeing that from the height of a drone. So again, you have a different element of composition here, where you can look down onto the landscape and you have just a different impression on that. Now you could again Photobash, use a little bit of input as an inspiration for Midjourney to what exactly you want to get out of this. This is a great shot. It gives you good differentiation between the spaceship and the background, especially because here we have a bokeh in the background, but also we have this nice harbor here, which gives us a good idea of the shape of the city, but also the shape of the spaceship. It's very nicely cut out. Also symmetry always looks good. And let's see. Yeah, here we have the lady. Well, there is again no spaceship in this case, so we have to prompt this a little bit different. But what this is doing is with the person in the foreground, this is probably the best out of the series, sorry. What this is doing is it's creating an emotional connect between an activity and a person that's going on. So this is why often in movies, for example, you have the scene of people looking at the sky while, for example, the alien invasion is going on, because you want to connect it to a private individual level. And also basically this can be, it's not a subjective camera per se, but it's more subjective because it brings emotion into it and you have a connect, even though this is third person perspective onto a character. So you can see that this can be more emotional for like maybe this kind of gigantic thing here landing compared to this shot, which looks cool, but it's very technical and objective. There's not much emotion connected to that, right? You can create emotion through sound, but there is no like individual personal emotion in that, right? So yeah, this is how you can use Midjourney for this kind of prototyping. And you can also, of course, use Stable Diffusion in the same way. Stable Diffusion, like the good thing about Midjourney in this case is that Midjourney is very good at creating these images very quick and they look cinematic and have a lot of style in there. Midjourney is very good with these artistic expressions and with artistic concepts in the background. Also with color, how would you say that? Color concepts in an image, right? So that the colors fit together, right? So you don't want to have a hotspot of all kinds of different colors in an image. So for example, when you look at this image, there's basically only 2 colors in the whole image. There is blue tones and then there is red tones or orange tones if you want to, but this is very similar. So you can see over here we have these kind of red or orange lights, and then we have a little bit of orange here, and then we have some blue here and some blue here. And that is pretty important because you want to keep it visually simple. If you have 1,000 colors in there, it's not that great. It's too confusing, right? And with this, you have the same thing here, right? There's basically either only 1 color in here or 2 colors. We have this kind of grayish blue, and then we have this kind of warm orange again. The whole scene is made with these 2 colors. That's a very important concept to have that. And you will find in movies that movies often only have 2 colors in a scene, right? To make it also emotionally more accessible. Again, here, kind of the same thing. We have these kind of greenish tones. This is also a little bit greenish, grayish blue. And then we have orange, right? So there's not too much going on here, right? You can see that this, for example, let me go back here. This scene is more busy, but also we don't have many colors in here, but it is more busy. It is more confusing. So it is harder to figure out where should I look, what is the important part. And visual cues are very important for all these kind of concepts. You see it a lot in movies, you see it a lot in video games, that you have color or brightness being used as a visual cue of where you should look. And here, for example, this scene is not great because it's confusing. Here, this is very bright, but then this is orange. So where am I supposed to look? At the orange part because it's a signal color, or at the bright part because it's bright? I don't know. And both of them don't have anything interesting happening. So that is not a great composition right here, right? So these kind of things are kind of good to know, right? Yeah, anyways. Okay, man had 6-winged drone. Looked awesome. 6-winged drone. This one here. Wait. Yeah, it looks really cool. The only thing that is the problem here is you don't know how big it is. There is no reference point here, right? So, by the way, a way to create a reference point here would be to have the same drone somewhere in the distance. So you see it twice, and then you have a reference and can figure out how big it is. Because in the background here, if it is still very big compared to the other buildings, then you know it's a gigantic spaceship. But if this is pretty small down here, it's going to be a smaller spaceship. It's just closer to the camera. So this is also a way to create compositions and relation in an image, right? So there's a lot of stuff to know. Anyways, it's all very interesting. Yeah, and your chance to break into the industry right now, you can get started, do some amazing, crazy things, you know? Yeah, pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, I think we covered way a lot of stuff. So let me read some comments now. There we go. Sorry, I had a long monologue, but I think it was pretty interesting still. Diablo says, I'm trying to figure out the best flow for image to image with SDXL in ComfyUI, but I only found the regular flow. Do you have any suggestions? My suggestion would be to go into the ComfyUI Discord and ask other people and use their builds and see what they're doing with that, getting some advice from them. That is always the fastest way to go about things. You can try out different builds. You can analyze different builds. I would absolutely do that. Like, follow the different cables that you have between the nodes, understand what the nodes are doing, and then you can figure out, this might be interesting for me. I might want to copy this over into my own build, right? So what you can also do with ComfyUI is you can open up different tabs with different builds in there. You can do more than just one build at a time. So you can just copy the node from one build to the other build and then experiment with this. So yeah, there's a lot of flexibility in that. Search says, I made some ComfyUI workflow for SDXL that are on CiviTAI, including image to image and inpainting. I have to check that out. That's pretty cool. Maybe write me on Discord. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to see it because I have a lot of private messages, but you can try more ComfyUI tutorials. I want to do more ComfyUI tutorials, right? One of the things I'm going to do with my channel is to up the quality of the content that I'm creating artistically, because I think the quality you have on the content is also reflected in the community, right? So if I create very basic things, I don't give you a good, how do you say, a good impression, a good goal. You know what I mean? Like if I don't express better things, I can't expect you to do better things, you know? So if I put out better things, it might push you, it might inspire you to say, hey, I want to also go to the next level, because right now I'm doing very basic stuff because the tutorials show you how to use the tool. So the result is easy, so you can follow the result, right? But I think it would also be good to create more advanced results and more advanced processes to push everything higher. But in that case, also the video needs to be made in a different way. This is what I try to figure out right now. In a like yeah, experimenting with that a little bit. This is also why I created a little bit less videos recently. And yeah, that is like the thing is on YouTube, the problem is if you have complex stuff, of course a lot less people are going to watch it because they don't need that complex stuff, or the complex stuff is too specific. So you have to find a balance between a simple subject that has a broad approach and at the same time a complex process. For example, Corridor Crew is very good at that because they select topics that is very interesting for a lot of people, and then through the back door they infuse the video with very complex technical stuff which they don't directly show, but they inspire you to research. And that is actually a very, very good way to go about that. Like, for example, they make videos like how big are different stacks of money from 1 million to 1 trillion when you put it in a city. And that is interesting to a lot of people if you're interested technologically into how they made it or not. But then they can also talk a little bit about the tech process. Or they make videos like special effects guy reacts to special effects and stuff like that. And then they talk about the technicalities behind that, right? So that could be some cool stuff, right? Also, like reviewing, for example, AI images that have been very successful. And then I can talk about, oh, this is using that kind of tool. This is using that kind of technology. This is using that kind of process to create that. That might be more interesting and at the same time pushing the quality higher. Hi guys, I'm finally back. Setting the stream up on my phone was a pain. Setting it up? Did you have to install the YouTube app or what? Because you can just like open YouTube with the stream, right? Inspiring? Absolutely. I'm happy I can inspire you. I sent you the link in Comfy Workflows on Discord. Ah, awesome. I will check that out. Let me check it out right now so I can react to you. 1 second. Thanks for an interesting stream. I think this is it. Yes, there we go. Thank you. Okay, I have responded to you, so now it should be in my list here. That's good. Okay, thank you very much for that. Request: can you see if in ComfyUI you can use 2 images for reference, like in this video? Hyper real prototyping with speed and ComfyUI for industrial design in YouTube. What do you mean by 2 images? Like in this video? What video? This video here, the live stream? Or what do you mean? Hyper real prototyping with speed and control? Oh, wait a second. Let me check that out real quick. So that's the name of the video. 1 second. Let me go to YouTube real quick so we can check that out. This might be it. Let me turn off the sound. No, 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 no. Woo! Walking Dead is making a new game? Interesting. I'm surprised they're still around though. 2 minutes 30. Reference image. DNA 1, DNA 2. Oh. And this is using AI? Yeah, it's using AI. Ah, I also like the video format. Ooh. Okay, I will copy that over. I will check that out. How big is the channel? Oh, it's very small. Hey, maybe I can invite them. It's always good if it's a small channel because then it's more likely that people say, yeah, let's do something. With the big channel, they're always like, oh no, I'm so busy. Okay, then do it on your own. So yeah, I will check that out. There we go. Also, I want to do more collabs, by the way, which I'm very like didn't do many, not too many at the back end yet. Anakin says, thank you, Olivia. You're welcome. Great video as always. I'll release a guide on Crystal Clear XL promoting when it's out. That's very good. Oh, so yeah, there you go. Here he is. There you go. I didn't get the result that you got with the artistic style. I don't know what I did different. Maybe it's because of ComfyUI. But yeah, this is I want to talk with you about that, why I didn't apply this kind of artistic style and just instead created a photorealistic style. Have you tried Invoke, and what are your thoughts compared to ComfyUI? I have actually made a video about Invoke 3. Now, I like it. It's one of my favorite UIs. It doesn't have too many functions, but it's easy and simple to use. So if you want to stay in the flow, it's really good for that. It has very good out painting. It has very good in painting. It is now supporting ControlNet also, but not so many of the other extensions. However, they have started to implement nodes on their own, like in ComfyUI. It's not completely out yet. It's an early access, but once this is out, their idea is to have this like be able to do any kind of thing, because also the community can create nodes with that. So it might be pretty good, right? I want to see where this is going because they have a big vision for their UI. But we still have to see, like, it's easy to have a vision. It's hard to build that vision. So we really have to see if this is going to happen or not. Oh, no. I think something is not okay right now. Oh, there we go. We are back. But my mouse is on only on one computer. 1 second. No. Wait, let me check the message real quick. No, these are friends requests. What is your name on Discord? Ah, someone sent me a model. It's called Hephaistos, so this is something different. Made my own model? Photon, possibly better. Did you send me a message? Same avatar? Did you send me a... Oh, there it is. Oh, so many people send me something. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, now, hi. Okay, I don't have the time to talk right now, but I'm just sending you hi. So many people send me messages, I had to scroll down. Sorry, I didn't even realize. Okay, I will check out the other messages. I can't use my mouse on the second computer, though. I don't know what's going on right now. What? 1 second. Well, I can still read the chat. I can't scroll in the chat anymore for some reason. The mouse is not working, but I can read the chat. So Hound says, I don't know, as an artist myself who uses generative AI for one or the other purpose in my workflow, Adobe Firefly by far fits my needs the best. It's interesting to see all the different workflows. It is very good. Like if you're used to work in Photoshop and you need a tool that is completely integrated, Firefly is of course better for that. Also, they have these kind of UI designs that are optimized for artists on their website with the text and with the Illustrator, like recoloring vector files and stuff like that. So they are very, very much oriented on optimizing it for the artists. So yeah, absolutely. Diablo says it's still mind-blowing to me how much faster ComfyUI is in terms of performance compared to Invoke and Automatic 11.11. I think because in ComfyUI you only use what you need. It's not loading everything, and that makes it more optimized. But today we have seen that Automatic 11.11 has had a render time of about 5 seconds for an image. Now, this is discounting that you have to load then the refiner and blah, and this is wasting a lot of time. So maybe with this refiner extension where you have both models loaded at the same time, it might be a lot faster, and you might come close to also the kind of 9.5 seconds that I have in ComfyUI with my 4080 in the process. But yeah. Getting spammed. Well, I usually don't look at my messages, so that's not too much of a problem. Of course, it's a problem for all of the people who are sending me something. Let's see. Triplehead says, if your mouse is on your AI generating PC, then there is an ongoing issue with the USB device. No, I have a USB switch. And for some reason, I also have a mouse without borders that should be able to put the mouse and everything else, like the keyboard, on both computers. But right now, it doesn't want to do it. Because I guess I had... Oh, now it's back. Okay, I think mouse without borders crashed. So now I can use my mouse again. There we go. Yeah, so I'm streaming on 2 PCs at the moment, just so I can use my GPU fully while streaming. Replug mouse to fix. Yeah. 5K computer. Yeah, new 5K. Yeah, right. I mean, I have like pretty good hardware here, which is pretty amazing. Also a little bit supported also by the companies, which for some reason they didn't want anything in return, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, but so I got some hardware, not all of it. I still had to invest thousands to build my setup. Anyways, yeah. But you don't come and steal from me, because I'm always at home. I'm always sitting in front of my computer, so there's no place, no time around the day where my flat is empty. There we go. Always here. 24K computer magic. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, if you don't have the money, you can always go and use Google Colab or on any of these other services out there where you can use cloud computing with pretty fast GPUs, not very expensive, to do your AI renders, to do your model and LoRa training, all that kind of stuff, and be quick at the same time, right? So yeah, you can absolutely do that without having to buy a really expensive computer. And I also personally think this is going to be the way to the future, where people simply don't have these hardcore computers at home anymore. They just render a cloud computer and use the resources there, because it's just easier, it's more connected, it's more independent, right? And you can use any kind of device for that, so it makes it much more usable. You don't have to upgrade anything, no warranty, no guarantees. It's much easier, right? You use Paperspace. I've never heard of Paperspace. Interesting. There's a lot of different services out there at the moment, right? Okay, my friends. Let me find the link, by the way. 1 second. So, 1 second. Okay, so when I close down this stream a bit later, I'm gonna start playing Warzone 2 to finish my battle pass, so you can watch me there, see me scream and shout. Completely different side. Yeah. All right. It's starting at 11. Maybe we're gonna start a little bit earlier, but let's see where this is going. Has a 3D side-by-side image generator depth map. Not sure about 360 though. You can create 360 images, not 360 3D, but 360 like when you have your headset and you look around. That is easy. You can do this for like a month already. I have made a video about that. I think I have even made 2 videos about that, on how to do 360 videos in Automatic 11.11. You can also do it in in Midjourney. Not 100%, but the quality is still very nice. And also there is a page which is called, oh my god, Skyblocks, I think. No, that's a video game, I think. What is it called? 360 AI images block labs, I think. Block labs? Yeah, blockade labs. Blockade labs is doing that. Yeah. Go to blockadelabs.com and there you can create amazing 360 worlds. And if you have a headset, you can either use an actual headset for VR, or you can buy one of these cheap headsets where you push your smartphone in it. You still need a smartphone with a high screen resolution, and then you can load them, for example, onto Google Drive or something like that, that can show you 360 images, and then you can just look around and everything is like real size. It's an amazing experience, absolutely. VR and SDXL. I don't know if SDXL yet can do 360 images, but 1.5 can do 360 images. That's not a problem. Can you do SD in cloud alongside apps like Blender and Photoshop? That is a good question. You might be able to use it through an API when it's in the cloud. That should technically be possible, but I don't know about that. I know that you can use the original Stable Diffusion rendering through an API inside of a software. I'm pretty sure about that. But yeah, that would be the way to go about that. But I'm not sure if what is supported and if how well it works, right? Yeah. But basically, of course, you can also use Firefly if you want to. It's not as sophisticated. It lacks most of the features that Automatic 1111 has, but yeah, 3 ambulances in one stream. Yeah, because we have these kind of ambulance services here. I don't know if you know that, but an ambulance is not coming from the hospital. Most people, and also I thought an ambulance is coming from the hospital, but no. Ambulances have their own stations throughout the city, and then they drive from the station to the nearest hospital. So the ambulances don't belong to the hospitals either. They drive you to whatever hospital is free. So because of that, it doesn't make sense to store them at the hospitals. And so my road is a road where apparently a lot of them are driving towards the hospitals for some reason. I hope they also use some other roads, but I often have this kind of siren noise in here. There we go. So my friends, in about half an hour, if you want to, or maybe I think we're gonna start we start earlier. Let's say in 15 minutes, I'm gonna start to play Warzone. If you want to, you could join me. I want to like finish my battle pass, probably doing plunder, maybe something else, maybe Wandle. What is it called? Resurgence, Wandle Resurgence. If it's open, let's see about that. Try out some new weapons. I have the FTech Akimbo extension, so with 2 guns today. 140 bullets in your face in like 3 seconds or something like that. So we're gonna see about that. All right. I think it was an amazing stream with you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all this advice and links and the amazing models you train. I will check them out tomorrow and hopefully put them in a video very, very soon. So yeah, it's always the best part of the week is to hang out with you in my live stream and chat with you and do all these amazing things. Next week, we're going to do also your things again. Check out your AI creations. Yeah, and then see you in a couple of minutes on my second channel for the game streaming. Today, we are hitting the battleground hard so I can get my battle pass finished. All right, let me find the end screen here. There we have it. Okay. See you in a couple of minutes. Wait. I'm gonna put the link again. Watch me play Warzone 2, so you can watch me here, my friends. Okay, so see you in a couple of minutes on my second channel, and thank you for watching, and see you in my next tutorial tomorrow. Bye.